Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual Mind Center Sunday service. And this is Father's Day, June 15th. And we're going to start, as usual, with our spiritual mind treatment, our opening prayer. So let's just go within, take a few deep breaths, and just relax, knowing that this is right where we need to be right now. The loving spirit of life blesses all that we are doing and being. And I know that each one of us hears through our own filters, and we see in that same way. And so each message is unique to each one of us. We hear what we need to hear. We see what we need to see. We say what we need to say. And all is well. I know that this time is blessed, and
I'm in service.
And in the nature of the Christ, I claim it so, and so it is. Okay. Oh, hi, Patricia. It's good to see everybody. So, my topic this morning is kind of nebulous. I haven't really narrowed it down, other than it's going to be a science of mind lesson. And this is basically what science of mind services are usually about. It's a lesson. It's not a sermon. It's delving into how science of mind works, because this is the way life works. We definitely believe in God, but we don't really subscribe to a man up in the sky on a golden throne, keeping track of all of our good and bad deeds. God is within us. God is everywhere present. It is life itself. And when we learn how to use the law of this life, which is a natural law, just like the law of electricity or the law of gravity, you can't see it, but it acts in a particular way. And when we think, we engage this law, and it responds to our thoughts and feelings. So whatever it is we are thinking and feeling, we are literally drawing it into our life experience. And so it behooves us to learn how to think. Not so much what to think, but how to think. It's important that we learn to think in a positive direction, in a constructive way. Because when we think in negative ways, we are literally working against ourselves. And we must train ourselves to find the good in everything. And, some people think that's Pollyanna. Well, I think Pollyanna had a pretty good idea, actually. But it's not putting our head in the sand and saying things aren't so that obviously are. It's about how to deal with these things in a constructive way, not allowing the negative to bring us down and to discourage us. because there's always hope for the better. And this is what we need to work for. We look to the good and praise it. We give the news a light touch, which means we don't get all involved in it. The drama tends to take over. And it's almost like who can tell the better story. And I don't necessarily mean the good story. It's about getting us all excited and frightened and not being able to think clearly. We believe that there is this eternal God or life energy, and it is an energy, a divine, perfect, beautiful energy that is everywhere present. This world is operating through this divine law. And because we think in whatever way we do, we get to experience whatever it is we're thinking and feeling. Life loves us. God loves us and sees our beauty and our true nature, even when we don't. This God essence cannot work against itself. Therefore, if we are thinking negatively, then our experience is going to follow that line. But there's always a way to do it differently. Excuse me. To see life as the gift that it is and know that this law of cause and effect, is a lifesaver. It gives us hope where we might not see it otherwise. And all we have to do, and I say that with a little grin, all we have to do is cooperate with the law. Learn how to think. Know that no matter what is going on in our lives, we brought it to us through our thinking and our feeling. And it can be healed through our thinking and our feeling. And is it easy? It can be. But it can also be the most difficult thing you've ever tried to do. Because we get so locked into these ideas and these ways that we have been living. And we think that's it. But we also have this amazing imagination. And that imagination is very creative. So it's really good to take time now and then and just imagine your life the way you want it to be. See yourself smiling and happy and at peace with your world and with yourself. Know that there is this amazing guidance system that we all have. It is this God essence within us, and it does guide us when we allow it. God does not push itself on us. We don't even have to believe in it if we don't want to. And I know that in some religions, they, without intending to, worship a devil as much as they worship God or more. Because the more attention we give to anything, we are giving it energy and drawing it to us. So if we take time every day to bless the day and know that we're divinely guided every step of our way, that this loving spirit just goes before us and clears the way, making that way smooth and easy and productive. Know that life is for you. It wants you to succeed and be happy. And it has given us everything we need to do that. But it seems sometimes that things get in the way. And this thing called a problem looms up, and we just get caught up in it, start feeling sorry for ourselves, and start wondering, oh my, what am I going to do? How am I going to solve this? And instead of knowing, there's a way. And Spirit knows what that way is. Everything is provided, but we have to accept it in order to enjoy it. Life is for us. It wants us to succeed and be cheerful and fun to be with. We want our lives generally to be simple, easy, but there's still work to do. It doesn't just happen. We have to put some action to it. And so we do our prayer time, our meditation. We don't spend our whole day in it as a general rule, although since everything we think, say, and do is a prayer, we're praying all the time for something. So the idea is to make what we're praying for what we really want. When we complain, when we feel put upon or hurt in some way, we are giving in to that negativity and literally drawing more of it to ourselves. To have favorites, favorite people, favorite food, favorite things, that sometimes leaves out other things, other people. And one of the things my teacher used to tell us is, if you meet someone who doesn't have a smile, give them yours. And you will find 9 times out of 10, it will be returned to you in kind. If you're grumpy, that same thing happens. Everyone you meet is grumpy. And if they weren't before they met you, they will be after you do. So we are in total charge of our lives. And by that, I mean, we can't control conditions so much, but we can control how we use these conditions, what we do with them, how we take them in. And we can be victims or warriors or champions. It's up to us. We don't have to be grumpy just because things aren't going our way. You say, I can change my mind about this. I can take the time to try to see it differently. I don't have to be influenced by what everyone else is thinking, saying, and feeling and doing. We are in charge. We do have choice. And it's important for us to make these choices wisely. We have this power within us that guides us through intuition. And we all have intuition. It's not just for women. Men have just as much intuition as women. And it is our guidance system. It lets us know when we're in the wrong place or in the right place. This intuition is that still small voice within. And sometimes we have to train ourselves to listen to that voice. And no one can tell you exactly how you are to be in touch with your intuition. We can give ideas, but ultimately, it is up to us to go within and say, okay, what am I feeling? What do I really want? How do I want my life to be? We make ourselves sick. We make ourselves poor. We make ourselves unwelcome and unhappy. But it's even easier to make ourselves well, to make ourselves prosperous in all ways at all times. It's just as easy to love other people instead of being suspicious of them. Accept them where they are. And they don't have to be best friends, but they also don't have to be enemies. We decide. And it is a practice, a day by day, minute by minute, second by second, choosing what it is we want to experience. And if we're not satisfied, we're not happy with what we're feeling and being and doing, change your mind about it. See how you can see it differently, perceive it differently. We are all such unique individuals that it's amazing to me that we can even communicate. However, we have found the way to do that and pretty much understand each other, but not always, no matter how close you are to someone else. And know that that's okay. I don't have to be in your life. We are not puppets. We are unique beings connected to the one divine mind that contains everything. And as we open our mind to it, it's like a download. We get the information that we need or desire. But we have to decide. But I have found that the more I am consciously connected, because I want to be, and I also know that it is essential for me, if I am to live my life in joy and peace, love, and all of the good things, it's up to me. The law can only do for me what it can do through me. And the same is true for you. God can only do for us what it can do through us, which basically means what we will allow. We don't have to be miserable to turn to God. We can be happy and celebrate the way we work, recognizing that we are connected to the divine mind. There's only one mind, which is God, which is life. And we are all connected to it. It is within us. It lives through us. But we have choice as to how we're going to use that. And it is an amazing power. The greatest power there is this life energy. All things are possible. Nothing is impossible unless we believe it is. To take time every day to just give thanks. Thanks for our very life, our experience in this life. Knowing that everything we have ever done or paid attention to or listened to or seen, tasted, touched has brought us to where we are right now. God does not have favorite people. nor does God have enemies. God is love. It is love. And it loves everything and everyone because it is everything and everyone. Everything that is made up of this God energy. The body of God is this energy. And it's everywhere. Everything that is made up of this one energy. And it's alive and active and powerful. And it will do for us whatever we ask it to do. Sometimes we ask amiss. But every now and then, we hit it right. And that feels so good. And we can do it more and more and more. We think we have problems. Turn it over. And think about how fortunate you are. Think about all of the good that is in our world. The beauty is just overwhelming sometimes. To be able to look outside my window is just the greatest joy for me. We have a pair of geese that have 5 little goslings who are now almost as large as the parents, but it's been so much fun watching them grow. But you know, there are some people who do nothing but complain about those geese because they're so messy. They're not trained to just walk in the grass. And so people get angry because they seem to poop wherever they go. And they have no discretion about it. But the privilege of seeing these geese interacting with the goslings, seeing nature at work, and recognizing the love that is active in these birds. I praise Spirit every day, every part of the day, because there's so much to enjoy. But as I said, it's a practice. And the more we practice, the better we get at it, the more we find to appreciate and enjoy. And isn't this what it's all about? To enjoy a life that works for us. We have our opportunities. Some people call them challenges, but they are opportunities to change your mind, to see it differently, and to live fully. And I thank you for listening. So let's just come together and have our closing prayer treatment, and then we'll have our sharing. So let's go within and truly give thanks. We are so privileged to be where we are, what we're doing, and who we are, and especially what we are. We are so beautiful. And I know that this divine spirit leads the way. It goes before us, clearing the way, making all good things possible. It draws to us all that we need and desire. It just continuously gives of itself all that it is so that we may benefit. And we are blessed beyond measure just for being right here, right now, at this time, living and experiencing life. And so I know that in the nature of the Christ, it is done unto us as we believe. And I know it is so. And so it is.